Welcome back to Hustle Money Channel. I'm gonna put here exactly how to find me on YouTube, Hustle Money Channel. And on this video, we're gonna go raw. We're gonna try to do the less editing possible. Unless I burp or something major happens, I'll try to edit the less possible. And the reason being is because I wanna be personal. I'm gonna try to connect with you and to let you know that I'm in the same boat as you. I've been trying to get 4,000 hours for the longest time. Let me start right away without any further ado. We're gonna jump in right into it. I started my journey a few years ago, maybe I would say 4 or 5 years ago, when I was saying let me start a channel, and I did a lot of false start. It started a few weeks, few days, sometimes I sticked a little bit more, few months, and nothing really worked for me, especially that I didn't have a lot of experience. I didn't do a lot of preparation, I didn't do a lot of research, and I did not do a lot of execution. We'll come back to those principles really soon. I'm going to explain you exactly what I mean about all that. What I want to focus is on the story, what happened to me. Maybe it's going to help you and you're going to might see yourself on it. That's it for a few years. Tried here and there. Okay, I'm going to do a channel about the business that I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to do a channel about this, and nothing really worked until last year. 2024, this is when I said, enough is enough. I gave myself about a year. I said, I need to make this thing work. I need to make this thing happen. And this is back, I believe, in September 2024. I started to be constant. I started to create videos, and I put a goal to start with at least once a week. Eventually I bumped that 2 videos per week, 3, 4, 5, and eventually I had so much videos and content that I started scheduling them in advance. Everything started to work for me at that point. 0 subscriber, or maybe 2 or 3 subscribers, could have been family members or whatnot, but I have less than 10 subscribers September 2024, and this is Start the Grind. And I started channel Hustle Money Channel, and eventually started growing up little by little. I got to 10 subscribers, 20 subscribers, 30 subscribers, 40 subscribers. Pumped, really excited. Along the way I had a lot of hurdles, issues with the software, issue with microphones. Sometimes it happened at least 2-3 times where I record a full video for 40 minutes, 45 minutes, just to find out that I forgot to check the mic. That was so frustrating, so disappointing, and I said to myself, the universe is conspiring against you. It's in conspiracy for you not to succeed, not to go through this, whatever you wanna do. I started to be motivated a little bit. Now, I made a big mistakes, and maybe you can learn from that. One of the biggest mistakes that I did was not sticking to one subject, not sticking to one niche. So what I did is I started throwing things to the wall. When you start throwing pasta into the wall to see which one will stick, that's exactly what I was doing. Throwing pasta into my wall, trying to see what's going to stick. Eventually, nothing stuck. And maybe not nothing. I would say there was actually one video that I made, and I'll show you this video about dog dash of faith. People at the time, 2024, they were trending, talking about them. So I said, let me do a video about those 2 individuals, which actually I was surprised that actually caught attention, which became one of my most viewed videos, and probably till today that one of my most viewed videos on this channel. I think it hit over 1,000 or more, which I was used to 30 when a video was performing good, 70, sometimes it would hit 100, and I had a few that hit 200 and 300, something like that. And I was excited. I was like, wow, I'm doing something, I'm going somewhere. At least I'm not stuck at a 0 or 2 or 1 or less than 10. That sometimes it could happen. I've seen channels, because I've been digging a lot, and I've seen channels, big channels, and their videos, they are stuck at 5, 10, 15 views. It must be very discouraging for these people. I understand, I've been on those shoes. So I said, okay, so this is working. I actually did the dog dash video, and then right after, like a week later, I did the dash of faith. And you can watch those videos if you want to know what I'm talking about, if you're interested on that subject. But that's not the point. What I wanted to tell you is that I did not continue that trend. Maybe it was a mistake, maybe it wasn't. I'll never know. Why am I saying this? is because if I would have continued that trend, it means that my audience would only watch me because I'm talking about those specific individuals. And I didn't really want it to do that. I don't want to be relevant by talking about other people, which is a way to grow on YouTube. I've seen big channels doing reactions and talking about other people, but I said it doesn't really match with the content I want to do on this channel. Hustle money is more about hustling, about making money, about how to succeed online, how to do money maybe even outside, doing different type of businesses. So I said that's not really gonna help me. And then this is when I actually found about what they call the 70-20-10 rule, which means 70% you have to do content about what people want to actually hear. You're gonna, let's say, go to answerpublic.com, see the questions that they're asking. You go to Google Trends to see what's trending. If you're using software like vidIQ, then you can also go and check the trending topics over there. And that's 70% of your content related to your niche all the time. And you have to niche down, and I'll explain you why. And then the 20% is you do things that you like. Let's say I like to talk about, I don't know, UFC or boxing because this is something I like. Maybe I like to talk about traveling. Maybe I like to talk about cars. Whatever your interests are, your hobbies that you have, then at that point, you should be talking about that. Now, 10%, the last 10%, because we have to get to 100%. Remember, it's 70-20-10. 10% you should be talking about trending topics like dog dash of faith at that time. Maybe today it's things that are very trending. Kirk, the guy that was murdered. I don't know, at one point Puff Daddy, everybody was talking about Puff Daddy. And subjects like that, maybe about a war, maybe about the economic situation. That should be 10%, but it shouldn't be the full, like you can actually make a video about it because it's trending. You're gonna get views. You're talking, you're gonna give your point of view, what you think about it. Maybe your viewers want to hear about it. What's your point of view on that? But don't just make it about that, because then you're gonna lose your audience. And then especially if you start talking about politics, race, religion, things like that, that are topics that are very, very, very complicated. So I don't really suggest. You can go ahead and give your opinion if you want, unless you want to make a channel on politics. It's up to you. That's exactly what I started doing. But still, the problem was I was doing so much research. I was watching so much videos, so much content, so many people out there, and this one is succeeding, and that one is succeeding, and that one is. And then this guy was talking about AI. Okay, so let me try and do a video about the AI. Maybe that's gonna stick. Oh, but this one, he got monetized fast. He got his 4,000 hours right away by doing a kids channel. So let me try to make maybe a kids video. Okay, this one got monetized, or I got my 4,000 hours in a week. Oh my God, how he did it. And oh my God, he did it with this. And then I used to go and start following like that. And that's what it's called, maybe the lady in red. Gotta be very careful. And be walking around, you're gonna be maybe with your girlfriend, and you see a beautiful lady in red passing by, voluptuous, gorgeous, and you look, you take a pic. It's very dangerous, especially if you're with someone. And that's what happened to me. I started looking around. I started going to the wrong direction, looking into niche that were not my niche, and trying to think that because this one is succeeding, then I was going to succeed that way too. That was the big mistake. This is why I said you need to, first of all, focus, niche down, concentrate, and you gotta hit that bush as much as you can. Don't try to expand, and today I'm gonna talk about cars, and tomorrow I'm gonna talk about boxing, and tomorrow I'm gonna talk about gardening, and tomorrow no. unless you're gonna do a house, like how to DIY projects in your house. So today I'm gonna renovate my room, and tomorrow I'm gonna fix my bathroom, and tomorrow I'm gonna fix the front yard, and then tomorrow, the day after, I'm gonna fix the backyard, things like that. And that's another topic because it's all the house. We're talking about a house construction, things like that. That could work. You're talking about different, but it's still in a main niche. And that's the mistake that I did. If you look at the quantity, I did over 100 videos, I believe, until today. One point I got very exhausted. I was into it, because you get into it, you're gonna get into it. Even though you're not monetized, even though you're not receiving any compensation, you have like a hope. You have like this faith in your mind, and like, I'm gonna get there, I'm getting there. I went from 20 to 30 views. I went from 40 subscribers to 50 subscribers. So you have this kind of motivation, and you are visualizing, and you are manifesting. I'm gonna get there, I'm getting there. And then I started doing it too much. Like I said, I was doing maybe 1 to 2 videos per day. I mean, creating the videos, the ideas and everything, and editing and doing all that. And I had videos in advance. That was very bad mistake, because sometimes when you go slow, there must be a saying. I don't have the saying. When you go slow, you go faster. I don't know, something like that. So when you go slow, but you go consistent, it's like a turtle. You're gonna be more consistent than trying to speed up and get your way there. And another thing that I didn't want to do, what I've seen people new, especially new YouTubers do, what they do is they start going into the comments, hey, small channels, gather here. How many times you've seen that? Probably you've seen it many times. And they go and they try to do sub for sub. Others, especially I've seen this more in the Africans channels that I've seen, because somehow they pop in my feed, and I see a lot of them. What they're doing is they're going live, they're streaming live, and they're putting a video of people cutting meat or fishing and grabbing fish, and they are there, and they said, don't talk, just put a video that you are talking, but mute yourself. And you, like this video, this video would be perfect for that. I would use this video, but I remove the volume. And I put it small, and then I put a big video, and on that big video, the main video is gonna be about people cutting meat or about people fishing. That's how they get their views, because then it's a 2-3 hours live stream, and YouTube is going to count the number of hours, and you'll get your 4,000 hours like that. They leave the computer on the whole night, and you can have a live stream for maybe, I would say, I don't know, 4, 6, 7 hours, while you're sleeping. But that's not a good way to do it. Why? Because what's gonna happen if you do that is that the audience, it's gonna be random audience around the world. Maybe they don't even speak English, because you're not even talking, you're just showing people cutting meat. You have a lot of viewers, but that audience is not gonna convert into anything. And I've seen these people getting massive channels, like, well, not massive, but considerable channels with 5,000 subscribers and so on, but they still get 10 views, 15 views, 20 views, 100 views when they put up a content about whatever they want to talk. Let's say they're talking about how to grow on YouTube. Well, they're gonna have 50 views, 30 views, 100 views. Why? Because even though they have 5,000 subscribers, because those subscribers, they came to see that day or that night, they were at home doing nothing, and they came into their feed and they saw somebody cutting meat. So they said, okay, I'm gonna subscribe. I don't know, they were just randomly subscribing, and they got their hours. But that's not gonna help grow their channel. Sometimes they're gonna have to start all over, because if you start with the right clientele, with the right people, even though it's slow, it's steady, these people are interested in what you're saying and on the topic that you're talking about. This is what you have to consider. So I never wanted to do that. Those are the gray area, I would say. All the people, what they do, they buy channels that are already monetized. There's a lot of places you can do that. Or they buy views, they buy subscribers, they buy hours. All this can be done if you want shortcuts. But I didn't want to use shortcuts. This is not how I roll. So I said to myself, no, I'm gonna stick to it. And I stuck to it. But at one point, I think it was at the beginning of the year, I had another great idea, and I think this was the end for me. I started doing shorts, and what happens when I did shorts, I got excited because now the views were not 20 views, 30 views, 100 views. The views were, most of the views on shorts are 500. They start at 500. This is randomly, even though your video is bad or good, it does not matter. Shorts, you're gonna have at least 500 views. You should have at least 500 views. And then some of my videos got 1,000, 1,500, I think maybe a few 2,000, and so on. So I got excited. Oh my god, these shorts are good. And then I've seen few subscribers from that also. Once again, that's a mistake. And I'll tell you, at the beginning I didn't think it was a mistake, because I said, how come all the gurus are saying not to do that? The gurus are saying do not use that technique. And I didn't understand until I tried it. Once I tried it, what happened is the clientele, or the people that are coming to see you, is people that are used to the shorts. They are swiping the videos, swiping the videos. Their attention span, it's so short. This is called short. So whenever you're gonna present them with a 10 or 20 or 30-minute video, they're never gonna watch it. Or they're gonna watch the first 10 seconds, or the first 30 seconds, or the first 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes at the most. And that's gonna hurt your algorithm, and it's gonna hurt your views, your numbers. And what's gonna happen is, then also another thing, YouTube, there are two different algorithms from what I now understand, is one for the long form and one for the shorts. If you start pushing the short, this one's gonna die, and then this one is the one that's gonna stay in place. So YouTube's gonna think, oh, this channel is about shorts, so whenever you're gonna put shorts, they're gonna promote your short. Whenever you're gonna put a long form, the algorithm is dead. You won't even care, so you'll have 10, 15 views, 7 views on the long form, and then the shorts are the ones that are gonna work. And what's gonna happen is, shorts, if ever you're gonna concentrate only on shorts, don't do it. I've seen so many testimonials of people, they work so hard, they did editing, they've been posting 1 to 3 shorts every day, and then either you're gonna find out that you are not going to be qualified to be monetized, because maybe you took reels from Instagrams and you put it there, or you took TikToks and you put it there, and then maybe you did a reaction or something, and it's kind of gray. They might not monetize you. So you do all this job, all that work, all that time you spend editing, finding the shorts, to at the end find out that YouTube won't monetize you. So it's a total waste of time and resources. And another thing that can happen is, if let's say you get monetized, YouTube says, okay, your content is good, you get monetized. With the shorts, they pay so little, 20 cents per 1,000 views. So in order to make, I don't know, let's say $200, you're gonna need to at least have 20 million views. 2 million views will give you maybe $20 and things like that. So it's not really worth it. That if you would put that time into the long form, the same 2 million would give you maybe 2,000. And the same 20 million would maybe give you 20,000. So it's better to concentrate on long form. I'm not saying not to do shorts. What you should do is, actually, I've seen people, and I might show you some examples once I hit the computer, but I've seen some people separate. They do long form, and then they have clips, the same name. Let's say your channel is gardening, I'm just gonna say a name like this, Martha Gardening, and then they have Martha Gardening clips, and on the clips you do the shorts, and on the channel that you have your full name and everything, the name of your channel, this is where you do the long form. When you separate them, you're gonna have two streams of revenue, and then you're gonna have one algorithm working for you strong, and you're gonna have the other algorithm of the shorts working for you strong. And then you'll be able to compare and say, okay, look, it takes me this much time to do this, and I get this much. It takes me this time to do that. Not worth it. I'm not gonna do it. So once you get monetized on both, you'll be able to actually decide if it's good or not for you to continue the shorts or to concentrate only on long form. If not, just concentrate on long form. If you don't have the time, if you're a beginner, you don't have the time to be doing both, then don't do shorts. Take it from my humble advice, because this was the end for me. This happened at the beginning of the year, maybe January, and then at one point, every time I did a long form video, flop, 7 views, 3 views, 5 views. I'm like, I can't be doing that, especially knowing that it was taking me so much time in order to do the long form. So at least a full day, sometimes 2 days. I was working up to 2 to 3 days on one video, long form, that I would say it's not worth it. And then life started to happen, and I had to reduce until I kind of almost gave up. But that was not the end for me, which was a good thing, because then I continue. And I didn't continue creating, but I did continue searching. And at one point I look into it, and this one understood I should niche down and try. So I started trying different other niche. So I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that, but in a different channel, not on my, because my first trials were, every time I used to have an idea, I put it on my Hustle Money channel, and then I would find if it was good or not. But at this time I said, no, let me separate. Every time I'm gonna have a new idea, I'm gonna create a new channel, and I'm gonna do this new idea. And at one point I was able to create a shorts channel. It was about gyms and bodybuilding and things like that, exercises and stuff. And this is when I first had my first breakthrough. I had the first video that I posted started going up and up and up. It hit 14,000 views, which at that point for me was heaven, because like I said, I was used to the 10, 20, 30, 50 views, 100 views, and hitting my most viewed video was about 1,000 or maybe 2,000. Hitting the threshold of 10,000 plus was a big accomplishment for me. 14,000. So I was extremely happy. But once again, sometimes our brain doesn't work properly. In the same channel, I switch from bodybuilding. I tried another thing that I thought it was gonna be related. I put girls training in the gym with not a lot of clothing, and I think YouTube didn't like that, the guidelines and stuff, because they stopped promoting that channel. But I would stick to like the same idea I had on my first video, which was a little bit, I would say, gray, not that gray, a little gray, but I went left, and that's what happened. YouTube stopped promoting. That was the end of that channel, because once again I got my motivation went down again. And when after posting like 10 videos and they're all flopping, and it's like YouTube kind of put me on a, what they say, shadow ban. They shadow banned me, I believe. I'm not sure, maybe I'm making myself ideas, but at least the next 10 videos that I posted were crap, less than 500 views, 600 views, 700 views, nothing close. And at some point there were not even impressions. When you don't have impression, it's really bad, because at that point you know that it's not the video that is bad. There are not impressions. Impressions mean YouTube is not showing your thumbnail to people. So how it's gonna be getting views if they are not showing the video anywhere? That's what happened. But I continue, think time passes and another idea came in my head. I was planning a trip, family vacation. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go, and at the same time I'm gonna get some pictures, I'm gonna get some videos, content, few things. I'm gonna maybe talk, do a few scenes, and when I'll come back, I'll edit everything and try that. and that was what actually worked. That really worked. And I thought that I was gonna have, because what people do usually is that they go on a vacation and they do one video with my vacation 2024, and then they do one video and it's over. They need to go in another vacation in order to do more content. But what I did, I sliced it and I did a voiceover. So I started talking about, okay, this is the first day, okay, this is the second day, okay, this is so I had content, ongoing content, and this is how I was able to get to the 4,000 hours. I'm not 100% there yet, but it should happen within this week, the 4,000 hours. Let me show you. Let me break down real quick what I was talking to you about. Let's go into my analytics on my channel, this channel, Hustle Money channel, and you can see when did I created this. Let me go in over here. Let's go into 2024. And as you can see, this is what I was talking about. This is I started over here somewhere, I think in, actually it's October, right? I thought it was September. I started back in October 14th. I didn't remember when I started, and this is when I started excited. I did how to make money with affiliate marketing, make 988 with affiliate marketing, because I thought I was gonna be talking only about affiliate marketing, but at least I was staying consistent talking about the same niche, which is very important. Then I switched to how to grow YouTube. After that, I went into YouTube small channel settings, which was not that bad. I think it got a few views, and then I spent 10 days optimizing my channel. So I switched from affiliate marketing, and this is what was bad, to YouTube videos about that, about YouTube and how YouTube changed their life. Then you see, this is when I was talking about other people and so on. So basically, that's what did not work for me, the fact that I was changing lanes too much. And over here, this is what I said to you. I almost hit 1,000 views over here in November. Not only a month, not even, after 15 days after I started. This is when I got the idea about creating a video about Dog Dash and Dash of Faith, and this is exactly when that happened over here. Then all the other videos, 100 views, 190, 277, 99, 53, went down a little bit, back up, and so on. In November, 85, 40 in December. And this is about the time that I started, about the time when I started doing the end of December short. See, 900 views. I'm like, oh wow, okay, so I'm gonna start from November. It took me about a month to find a good idea, which gave me about 1,000 views. And then actually it took me 15 days to find a good idea, and then it took me a month to find another good idea, which I thought it was good, the short, and it wasn't. But out of all that, 92 subscribers I got in that period of time, in this 3 months. Well, October is 14, so it's not even, maybe 2 months and a half. I had 8,000, almost 9,000 views, but not a lot of watch time. And this is what people struggle the most, is to get the watch time. 268 only, when you know that you're gonna have to get to 4,000. And then if we go and let's see 2025, see, this is what happened right in January. This is when I started doing the shorts. Look, the views, almost every video was hitting 1,000 views. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, or at least, like I said, 500. Over here, 500, 500, 600, 700, and so on. So almost every video was hitting over 500 views, almost 1,000, and I gained 28 subscribers from that. But this is around this time, this is when I thought to myself, only the shorts are growing, but my long form, every time I throw a long form video, it does not work. Let me go over here and show you real quick. Let's go into, this is the content. Those are the last videos. So around this time, look at this is when I started the shorts. 27 views, This one got 171, not bad for my average, which was small. But as you can see over here, 900 on a long form, 925, almost 1,000 views on this one. Then it dropped to 176 to it's over 100. I was happy. Having 100 people watch you is great. It's like you have a room. It's like you rented a hotel conference room and you invited 100 people into your conference and they came. So 100, 200, it's a lot of people. You might think that it's not, but it's a lot of people. And if there are people that like your audience, they're gonna become fans and hardcore fans, and that's what we want. But then when I started the shorts, this is when things went down. Only 27 views, back to the less than 100 views, which you don't want to be there. You don't want to be in you don't want your videos to get less than 100 views. It's not worth it. Anything over 100, you're doing good. 171, I was still doing good, but then look what happened. This is about the time I started with the shorts. 33, 5, 12. This one got 230, not bad. But once again, I was talking about faceless YouTube channel. So I was all over the place. YouTube changed my life. This is a different topic. How to get 100 subscribers. Now I'm talking about YouTube. I'm talking about faceless YouTube and so on. And then it continue. Then over here, this is when everything went down the drain in May. 10 views, 12 views, 11 views, 6 views. I don't know how this one got 200 views. When I got this video, which I copied the title from, I think, Dog Dash. I quit my 9 to 5. I'm gonna try my version. Only did 200 views. And then the rest 34, 35, 25, and so on. And even the last video that I posted now in September, I just got 4 views. Ridiculous. This to tell you that when you stop, like I did, I stopped. Let's go back here, 2025. So from February till May, I didn't do anything. February, end of February, middle of February was about the last video that I did. I stopped totally. March, I didn't do anything. April, I didn't do anything. This I restarted back in May. We didn't go anywhere. So then in June, I forgot about it and I said, let's forget about it. And why am I appearing back in September? Well, I'm right here and I'm talking to you right now. It's because this is what I want to show you. This is when I did my travel channel. So let me go and change this. I'm gonna switch my account. By the way, this is the channel that I did, that I told you I got. Let me go into analytics so you can see how it's important that you find your niche and you don't go around like me trying to figure out something else and getting distracted by the lady in red. Let's go over here, it's better. And on shorts, so I'm gonna go on shorts and you're gonna see that's my first video back in December last year, 2024. 13,611 views. Excellent. I was extremely happy. It was about bodybuilding, but then I did this one, 1,000. But about here, this is when I started to put girls in the videos, and it went to 1,000. So then it went to 500. They didn't like it. Then I did this one here again, a man, and 2,000 was doing okay. And then I tried more, 700, and this is when I went stupid, and I went gray, trying to think that if I put girls in the video that I was going to hit big, and instead I screw up my channel. 36 views, 68, and 4 views, because the algorithm doesn't like you that you change. Not only you change, but you go into a topic that is a little gray, putting girls. They were not naked, they were like this, but they were a little provocative, I would say, whatever they were saying also. So YouTube didn't like that. The community guidelines probably, I don't know, maybe this was sent to manual review, and that's why, and from there it went south. So be careful about it. I'm giving you this so you can learn a few things, one thing or two. Now we're gonna get to the main event of the evening, and this is the main event of the evening. I'm gonna go into the analytics, and here we have it. So from me almost giving up on this adventure, I'm now revived again. I'm now motivated again. Why? I'll show you why right here. If I go into 2025, I would say here. So as you can see, 2025, if you check over here from January, nothing, is because I had this channel, but I never did anything with it. I just created at one point, maybe a couple of years ago, but I never did anything with it. So back in August, this is when I took my trip that I talked to you about. I did one video. I did two over here. That's 3 and 3. 3 and 3, that's 9. 6, sorry. That's 6 videos plus 3, that's 9. 9 videos in total. 9 only, less than 10 videos, when in my other channel I had to do almost 80 to 100 videos. And remember, I only had 218 hours. Look at how many hours I got here. I kid you not, like they say, 3,000.8, and they are not giving the full view. Over here I have 3831, but if I go in my studio on my phone, it's gonna be accurate, and I think it's probably more close to 3.9, which means basically I'm there. I'm at 4,000 hours, or if I'm not there, I'll be there in a few days. And how did I get that? I actually did it with mainly almost one video, because it's one video that actually went kind of viral, and I'll show you over here. Now for the subscribers, I only have 133 subscribers, but the subscribers is the easiest to actually obtain to get monetized. It's a lot easier to get the subscribers than to get the hours. The hours, I'm telling you, I did, like I said, over a period of almost a year. On my other channel, I only got 218 hours compared to 120 some subscribers, which I did in about 3 months. It's a lot better to concentrate yourself on the hours, and I'll explain you real quick. I'll give you a tip on how to get that and all that. So here's the winner. This is the video that got me 34,000 views, 3,000.3 hours, and over 100 plus subscribers with one video. So I did it with only one video. But the way all this sounds good, you're gonna say, but what do I care? I mean, what do you care? What does that change in your life? Nothing, right? So what I want something to change in your life. So I'll explain you exactly the methods that I use, and I already did a video on it. It's called preparation, research, and then execution. Like I said already in my introduction and all the rest, you already got a few nuggets. Find your niche, focus on your niche, and you already heard this 100 times from everybody, but it's true. If you're going all over the place, you have not found your niche, it's not gonna work. Now, how I did it, I actually I copied the best. I went around, I researched. This is why the first thing I said, preparation. What is preparation? I'll give it right away to you. Preparation means, so I'm gonna take this to actually, by the way, I'm using Canva for my thumbnails, for you guys to know. Let me just put a little background so it's not gonna be dull. So let's go into the elements here. Background. Let me use, let me see, background. Let's use this one here, just not to make this presentation boring. Okay, all right, so now we have a little bit of color. So what I was saying is, you need preparation. When I talk about preparation, what do I mean by that? I'll explain you right away. What you need is get your channel in check. What does that mean? Your channel in check means get everything right. go into your channel. So let's go into my channel, get everything in check. What I mean by that, go into your settings. First of all, you need to create your channel, which is obvious. Make sure the currency you select here is USD, because you wanna get the views from the Americans, from the United States, in order for you to get a good paycheck whenever you get monetized. Because if you do it from the one of your country, the RPM or the CPM, it's gonna be too low, so you don't want that. Then on your channel, you see, as like I put country of residence United States, and you can change that later. If ever, whenever you're gonna apply, they tell you to change it, well, then change it after. But this is the things that are more important. The keywords, make sure your keywords, vidIQ, I have a link on my description if ever you wanna support me, and it will give you, just put a few words of what your niche is about, and then it's gonna give you all the tags. Or you go to an AI and ask at the AI, and then you put it over here. This is important. Make sure your settings are good, that it's your channel, they don't need you, every time you upload, you don't need to be worrying about this. Put it no directly, unless your channel is made for kids. It's up to you. And then you can go and look into other options over here. I'm not gonna go a lot into it. This is not a full course, I'm just an overview. Make sure all this is correct. Standard features, intermediate features, advanced features, and make sure you apply for this. If you want to upload on live streams and do other stuff, go ahead and do it. So make sure the basics are done. The uploads defaults, very important. The descriptions, put the name of your channel here. And this is a big mistake that I did also, and this is why maybe my channel was not growing. I have a big idea, because with the other channel I didn't put any links over here. I just put what my channel is about, a small description of what my channel is about. So if your channel is about gardening, put a little bit, I'm gonna make videos on gardening, subscribe to my channel and all that. And you see my link here is going to YouTube. So any link that you have must go to YouTube over here. Do not put your website, do not put your Instagram, do not put anything. It might affect, because YouTube hates, the algorithm hates that you send people, they come to your video, they go into your description, and you send them somewhere else. They're gonna hate that, and this is when you're gonna have a problem, and you don't want a problem. Very important. This is important, that you link to YouTube. You can link to another video, that's very good. Let's say watch my next video, it's about X, and then you put the link of YouTube. So every link must be here about YouTube. And then all the other stuff, that's not really important, but at least this is the part, the basics. And this is when I say everything, your profile picture must be good, your banner, make sure that is correct. Make sure every time you upload, you have a good title, you have a good thumbnail, you have a good description, you have everything in place. So that's what preparation means. Your channel, everything is in check. So once you have all that done, then the next step is research. Research, you already have an idea of what it is. Like I said before, go to answerpublic.com, go to Google Trends, go to vidIQ. Man, I'm trying to find this. Okay, vidIQ. First of all, Hustle Money. I think Hustle Money channel, or it could be Hustle Money too. Try Hustle Money or Hustle Money channel if you want to try this software. And then what you do there, you're gonna find ECO, which means search engine optimization, which means you're gonna find topics and keywords that are trending or relevant. That's all you have to do. So that's in the research part. Then you also need to go and see the gurus, the big dogs, the big dogs, any channel that is where you want to be. So there's a channel that you like, there's a channel that talks about the same thing, and he has, I don't know, 5,000 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers, 100,000. Go and check what they do. This is exactly how I found my video. I went to check few channels until I found a channel, one guy, and I said, this is it. This title he did, this guy, that guy got probably 1 million views on his video. I'm gonna take this title, I'm gonna rock with it. And that's what I did. I rock with it. I put my own twist. I changed the title, and that was it. That was all she wrote. And I took his intro. I analyzed and study his intro. Study the intro, because the intro, this is where the meat is. This is where you gonna gain all your subscribers or your people, and this is what's gonna decide everything. The first 20 seconds, the first 60 seconds, put all you got. Make like a boxing match. Give it all you got. You only got 30 seconds, you only got a minute, you only got 10 seconds. Give it all and see what the masters are doing. They've been in the business, in the game for a longer time than you, so they have tricks. So use word per word. That's what I did. I used word per word what he said and change it to whatever you want to say. In his case, he went to another country. I went to a city here. So I didn't even go to another country. I went to a different city. But he said, example, this is me. He started his video saying, this is me. And then he showed his face, he walking. That's what I did. I did a shot where I was walking. And I said, this is me. I did exactly the same. Then he said, and today I'm going to this place. And I said, and today I'm going to this place. Because I don't trust the media. And I said, because I don't trust the media. I said the same thing. And then you have the results. I show you already the results. So I'm giving you exactly the nuggets. That's what you need to do. Now, the next thing, you might hear a little vibration here, but I'm receiving a call. I won't answer because I'm busy at this moment helping you guys out, giving you really good information. The last thing is execution. We're gonna execute. All this is good, but if you go to sleep after, or if you go, I don't know, watch Netflix after, that's not gonna help you. The next thing is to execute. Now you did your preparation, everything is on check, your channel is on check, you did your research, you found the big dogs. Now let's go, and you found your idea, you found your title. Then you create your title. Start with your title, because your title has the idea, and then with that you can run. Once you have your title, then create your thumbnail. Don't leave that till the end. People leave that till the end. Get it from the big dogs. Even Mr. Beast says, if I don't find a good thumbnail, I will not create the video. He even says it. So take it from the big guys. So create your thumbnail. Check if no, this one is not gonna work. No, this one is not gonna work. Yes. And now there's many ways to create it. You can use what I'm using right now, Canva. You can use AI, and there are many AIs. Gemini is the one I use. Grok is the one I use. I don't really use ChatGPT because it has let me down in many cases. That's gonna be for another video. I've tried it so much for many months, so I'm kind of a little bit disappointed about it. But those Gemini and Grok have been good with me, so that's what I use. It's up to you. Go and do your own research. Like I said, in the research process, you should go and check what tools you're gonna use. So create your title, create your thumbnail, then go ahead, use those tools, AI tools. Then create your description with vidIQ. Don't do it with the AI, because they don't have all the data that vidIQ has. Also, money channel. Go ahead. It's free. 7 days free trial. 7 days free trial when you actually support me. Okay, then you have your description, you get your tags there also, the same thing. vidIQ will give you everything. I'll show you real quick how I do it, because I don't promote anything that I do not use. In this case I do use, look, I'll show you. That's how I roll. So over here, let's say I want to make a video, how to get 4,000 hours on YouTube. Okay, that's my video that I'm doing right now. So what's gonna happen? Get 4,000 hours on YouTube fast, but it tells me that's not good, so you better refine it, make it add excitement. So it's gonna add excitement, and then it's gonna give me the score here. I want a big score. There you go. I want this 93. Yeah, I don't want 75. I want this. But you can even go ahead and go and see the big dogs, what they're doing. Get their title and put it over here, and it's gonna tell you how it ranks, and refine it. You can make it longer, add excitement, change the tone, translate, whatever you want, or you can give custom instructions. And it already gonna give you the description that you can only copy paste. It's gonna take you no time. I don't waste a lot of time on that. The tags are already here. Copy, look, you give him more than 533. So I might need to remove this one here, 505. I might need to remove this one. 487 is perfect. I have it. My video is done already. Already have the title, the description, the tags. How fast it was, not even less than 5 minutes. So that's what you do. Let's go ahead and go back here. So that's what I'm talking about the execution. Then you execute, and then what you do after, you're gonna do your script. At the beginning you can use script. Script is the AI will give you the narration. So as the AI, what I do is I write down my ideas, and I tell the AI to come up with the narration, and then I guide it to fix the content. If the content wasn't good, I try to guide it. Oh no, it wasn't good enough. Make it more funny, make it this, make it that, make it more interactive, and so on. And it will give me the whole thing. It will give me actually my whole narration and script, and then you can do a voiceover. Very easy. You can use any software that you want. In this case, I'm using this software, which is called Wondershare Filmora, and this is where I actually do my recording of the screen. Over here, look, if I click over here, I can record from the webcam, I can record from the PC, I can record from voiceover. So that's how you do it, and then you edit. Edit is pretty simple. Look, I'm gonna just edit this one over here. Just press over here, cut. I cut. I can rearrange this, and you can have video 1, video 2. You can have a bunch, one video over the other video. I can put an image. Let's put an image real quick. I'm giving you a full course. Okay, let me put myself over here. There you go. So when I run this, boom, I appear. I can remove the background if I want. Very easy. I can remove also the background. I can make it smaller. I don't want it too big. I want to put myself over here. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty easy. If you want me to do more videos about editing, let me know. I'll help you. I'll show you how to do it. I want you to succeed. I don't want it to happen to you what happened to me, that I get discouraged and then I stop posting for so long. I want you to succeed in your journey. So I think I gave you a good idea. Then the next thing is just to upload. Go ahead and upload. And one trick, final trick, don't rush to put it in and actually upload it right away. Schedule. When you're gonna upload your video, schedule it. I think I already did a video on how to upload properly. There's, look in my channel, you might find it somewhere. Schedule it for at least 7 or 8 hours. Don't put it right away. If you did it today, you completed your video today, put it for tomorrow morning. I know I have the same feeling as you. I feel like I'm excited. I want to put it because it took me so long, and I'm thinking this one is the one. And you're excited. I know. You gotta calm down. You gotta breathe. Go take a coffee. Go take a tea. Go take I don't know, water, juice, whatever you want. Relax. Calm down. Schedule it tomorrow. I'm gonna schedule for tomorrow. If you can schedule 24 hours, even better. But 8 to 12 hours is perfect. It's gonna give time for the algorithm to know exactly what your subject is about. Maybe if they're gonna do manual revisions, it's gonna give them time to check and so on. So you'll put all the chances on your side. I think this video is long enough. I gave you enough nuggets, but I'll continue to do it. Just it's a good time to ask you to please, if you like this content, show me some love, subscribe, like, share. If it doesn't help you, maybe it's gonna help somebody else. This is Hustle Money Channel. Till next time, stay blessed.